What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to continue talking about the motion to dismiss that the New York Stock Exchange has filed with the court against Al from Boston and Jordan, all right? They said the first reason that they need to be removed from this lawsuit was the fact that the New York Stock Exchange is a self-regulatory organization which operates under the SEC's direct supervision with respect to everything about the plaintiff's complaint. It is well settled that SROs have absolute immunity from civil lawsuits such as this one. Plaintiffs admit that the New York Stock Exchange is a defendant in this case to challenge its performance of SRO functions overseen by the SEC. Stop. Okay, now, I shared with y'all in the first video that Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, owns the New York Stock Exchange, all right? And now I'm going to draw a parallel to show how that it's not the fact that the New York Stock Exchange is protected under the SRO Act or policy, but it's a little bit deeper than that. How ICE is ultimately the one responsible, not the SEC, to oversee the New York Stock Exchange, all right? Let's look at this example that I got set up right here, okay? We're talking about the AMC lawsuit update, Intercontinental Exchange, and their involvement in the New York Stock Exchange, okay? Imagine that this guy right here is ICE, all right? And ICE decides to open a store, all right? And in that store, they want to sell alcohol and cigarettes, all right? And as you know, the alcohol and cigarette industry is governed by the ATF. Now, you see the parallel I drew here, people? It's as if this man that owns this store would be selling cigarettes and beer to a minor. Now, it's governed by the ATF, but they didn't enforce the rule. Law enforcement has to get involved, and they go and arrest the clerks that are guilty of selling cigarettes and beer to minors. And the store wants to say, oh, but ATF regulates us. No, fuck that. ATF was not enforcing the rule. They had to call in law enforcement to stop the clerks from allowing cigarettes and alcohol to be sold to minors. Who's ultimately responsible? The owner of the store. Now, in the case that I've got right here for you, ICE owns the New York Stock Exchange, which they sell stocks and ETFs on. All right, and they're governed by the SEC, but the SEC is not doing their job. They're not enforcing the law. So because now the plaintiffs have brought forth to law enforcement, or in this particular case, the court, you want to hide behind the fact that it's the SEC that's supposed to regulate you, not the courts. Bullshit. You're held responsible for any market manipulation that your clerks, i.e. brokers, have done on your exchange under your watch. Now, let's take a look at what ChatGPT when it helped me formulate the argument. When I got through putting everything into ChatGPT, all of what's going on with the case and what their arguments were and what I wanted to, how I wanted to structure my argument, and I was chatting with Donahue at the same time. And when I got through and I told ChatGPT, all right, go ahead and write the argument, this is what it came up with. It says that in challenging the motion to dismiss filed by the New York Stock Exchange, the plaintiff contends that ICE, as the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, has a gatekeeping responsibility that goes far beyond fiduciary duties. As owners of the New York Stock Exchange, this responsibility extends to the overarching duty to maintain the integrity of the marketplace and protect investors. This responsibility far supersedes the New York Stock Exchange protection under the SRO rule. Okay? In conclusion, the plaintiffs contend that ICE's gatekeeping responsibility, far beyond fiduciary duties, encompasses a duty to maintain marketplace integrity. This assertion challenges the New York Stock Exchange's reliance on its status as an SRO for protection. If ICE neglected this responsibility, it may be held accountable for any alleged market manipulation on the New York Stock Exchange. Like I told y'all, any broker that commits market manipulation, they're responsible for. The motion to dismiss filed by the New York Stock Exchange should be denied, allowing for a thorough examination of these claims in the interest of investor protection and market fairness. So, there you go. That's what I got for you right now. As far as should it be dismissed? Absolutely not. Because the New York Stock Exchange has a duty to ensure fairness and transparency and that no manipulation will occur on its exchange, and they failed in that duty. So, with that, I hope this is helpful. I know y'all commenting, you need to get with Al from Boston and then you need to get with Jordan on this. They watch the videos and we communicate by text message, so they are seeing all of this. With that, love y'all, be blessed. I'm going to try to address in my next video why, we got the reason number 2 and reason number 3 that they used, huh? But that's the first one. But then I got to cover why, what's going on, why ain't it a class action, and why won't CSI take the lead in this. I'm going to explain all that in the coming up videos. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. With that, love y'all, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.